we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the MAC, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Notre Dame's offense will be first on the attack. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
To the ground with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The short hands, it's Smith. Still on his feet at the 45. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Boy, this just hasn't been their year. All of the aspirations starting the season in the top 5, but there's always someone that seems to bottom out against those big expectations.
No question, Reese, and what's so disappointing, especially looking at this team's offense, is they're just not making the plays. They've got the guys on paper that look like they could be All-Americans. They have guys that can change the course of games, and that's why coming into this season, they were given that top 5 ranking, but on the field, in games, they simply, for whatever reason, have not been able to get it done, and the lack of execution, to me, is a huge reason why they've fallen out of the top 25.
Yeah, they haven't handled the pressure. I mean, that's just the easiest way to say it, because you just mentioned playmakers. They got them. They got guys that know how to play this game. That's why they were ranked in the top 5. They've got to get something going, and it has to start today.
The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Sends it back in motion. They'll ride Davis here. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
Not just do you get to make a big play on defense, but it's also a TFL, tackle for loss. Doesn't get better than that.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. On the option. He'll pitch it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job by the defense that time. One of the best things you can do against a team trying to run option is get penetration. Because when you get penetration on the quarterback, you disrupt the relationship between him and the pitch guy. And you saw it happen that time. The pitch guy ends up getting it, but everything's discombobulated. He's way behind the line of scrimmage, nowhere to go, and it's a big negative play.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're...
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off play action. Got out of trouble and throws. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Unloads to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Stanford comes to the line, and that 1st down marker is a long way away. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Smashes it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Fellas, wanted to keep you informed on the battle for the Peach State between Georgia and Georgia Tech. Georgia looked less like a pack of dogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough between the hedges, and today they found a way outside of Sanford Stadium. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, that is a nice move to get the ball out to the 36.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete. They convert on 3rd down. Gets it to the 46-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Makes the catch. It's Young. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays.
Back's going for the goal line. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. He'll try to pop the draw. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Riley. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Stealing a score on special teams. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
QB starts the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play.
The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll leave it with him. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
At the 46-yard line. Offense facing 4th down.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here come the Irish back on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The give to the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Stands in and takes the hit. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series, he'll try to find a rhythm here. Here comes the heat. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Back to pass on second down. Finds his man. It's Young. Spinderella. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Past the first down marker and still running. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Might as well give it to him again.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's in open space downfield. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Goes to the option. The give to the back. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. It won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read. And it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun on third down. Unleashes it on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Offense is stopped. Will be returned on downs.
They'll go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Pushes ahead. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back's...
Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the stomping has commenced. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Baylor proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Bears team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
The give is to Smith. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hall. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
4th down and 10 and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Drop the football and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. One more play to pad the stats. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they